Hey, so we heard about the surgery right before the East-West game. Could
Hmm.
you walk us through it, give some details on that, and how you were able to see it through that medical moment?
Definitely. So it was January 3rd. Getting ready for training in the morning, first day. Woke up like 2 a.m. Just felt a sharp pain. I was gonna just try to tough it through, but kind of it started agging on a little too much. So I went up to the hospital and I got there, got checked in, and they was like, "Yeah, you need a surgery right now." So I'm like, "Dang, like, I can't afford that right now," but it is what it is. So just went through the surgery. Was in the hospital for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't even sit up, couldn't even move. Tried to get back to training, do lower body, this little stuff that can help me build up. Cause I know I was still gonna go out there playing the East West regardless of what they were saying or anything. Cause that's something I wanted to do. So went to East West. Probably I think I was like 2.5 weeks, maybe 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
out of surgery, and went had a good first 2 days, and it started agging me, bleeding a little bit. So I was like, yeah, let me sit down. So after that, but I felt like I had a pretty good first 2 days, so I was able to kind of persevere through that.
Mm-hmm. And where was the hospital at? And where was all
It
this
was in
worked out?
Fort Myers, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember that hospital. It was like I don't
You were
remember.
down in Florida training.
Yep, training and
Mm-hmm.
just happened.
Were doctors telling you like, man, you should skip some stuff,
Yeah,
take it easy?
nah. Doctors was like, yeah, you don't need to do this. You supposed to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. I'm like, man, I can't. Like, I'm not sitting down that long. So, kind of just put faith in God. That's one thing. Like, listen to Him, listen to my body, and I feel like I can go out there and perform, or at least get some people saying my name a lot more. And I feel like I did that and handle business I needed to do. So, it was all good in the end.
Has that come up with teams at all? Because I feel like when that story came out, a lot of people were like, "What? That's crazy."
Yeah,
This guy
yeah.
have teams ask you to
Nah,
tell the
yeah.
story.
Teams definitely. Everybody done ask, tell me the story and stuff like that, because they like to see a guy kind of push through things, push through that. So for me to just go through and push through that every single day and still go out and have a good week at East West, go to the combine, have a crazy numbers at the combine for a guy my size anyway, and it's kind of just crazy. So I appreciate it. Like I'm really blessed to even be able to do that.
What were your official height and weights?
I was 6'5.5" and I was 322.
What has been some of the feedback you've gotten from NFL teams through this process?
They just on the film side of things, like they like what I do. They see flashes and everything. Just being more consistent in certain ways, like more pass rush, and everybody know I can play the run pretty well. So kind of just pass rush, and that's something I took in to working on the whole job process. So I've been working with Sat Sensei down in Fort Myers, and just working on hands, approach, and everything. And I went to the East West, had great one-on-one, so and great team reps and pass. So just showing that I can get out there and work an edge and be able to move instead of just playing first and second down was a great opportunity.
Do you kind of have a gauge of like which teams have been talking to you the most, or do you have insight on that?
I mean, I've been talking to a little bit of everybody. I don't really feel like one person just been talking to me the most, but it's been like after combine everything, everything really picked up for me. So a lot of people been reaching out, setting up meetings. So looking good.
Zeke, you went through, a lot as we just talked about.
Yeah.
Have you seen or how much has what you've gone through and how you've performed since then? How much have you seen it maybe help your stock or garner more interest or anything like that?
Yeah, I feel like it helped my stock a lot. I feel like I was already knew I was gonna trend up in job process just because of how I know I can move and how I know I can go to the East West and make plays and stuff like that. So, but just having that pre-job and also having that before I went to East West and the combine, it was kind of just like, wow, this guy can push through things and still go out there and perform at a high level, even though he's hurt and in pain. So, definitely helped a lot.
We've seen a lot of guys do maybe just one of the All-Star games or the combine and then not do the pro day or anything like that. What was kind of that you wanted to focus on after doing the combine, performing here today?
Really just continuing, showing I could be consistent with everything. I wanted to improve on some numbers, which I did. Went from a 9.3 broad to a 9.5, and then I did bench press here. I didn't want to bench at the combine. It was still a little bit of pain, but came here at bench pretty well, especially for a guy with 35 in arms and 85 wingspan. So definitely, I feel like I handled that pretty well.
So what's your message to teams? Like why should they draft you? Like if you're
Uh,
on.
just gonna get a dog as a player, like a guy that loves this game, willing to give anything for it. I've been playing this game since I was 4 years old, pushing through everything that happened to me, like just being out there and just knowing I'm a dog that's gonna come out there and work every day and perform at the same time.
Anything else?
Tech prepared me in every way. This is a school where academics is not slacked off just because you're an athlete. So being able to like push through academics and still perform on the field is definitely a great outcome that I had here. I feel like it taught me very well on times management, and then also kind of just built me up as a man. I feel like I was a better man coming out of Tech. So
Since this is your last Tech press conference,
yeah.
Coach Key stories?
Coach Key story.
You can't yell at you.
Man, I got so many of those. Like, it would be like times in film, in front of the whole team, he just, let's say, in practice, I didn't run to the ball. Yeah, you're gonna hear a handful. Like, he's like, this is what I got you here for. Da, da. I'm like, man, chill, coach. He's like, nah. Then he'd turn around, wink at you, like just joking. So it's so many crazy stories with him. That's kind of one of my favorite coaches. Like, just how he's pushing these guys to be better every day, and you can just kind of just see what he's doing for the program. The last 2 years he's been here, 2 bowl games, back, and I'm pretty sure them guys are going to do even better this season. So kind of just a great coach. He's a great mentor, and I kind of talk to him every chance I get to and just take in everything from him.
Okay.
Saw you talking with Keon out there.
Yeah.
What kind of advice does he give you?
Keon kind of like a big brother to me. He got here in my freshman year. He was in my freshman year, so he kind of just pushed me along through workouts, kind of just explaining the game to me and everything. So I kind of treat him like a big brother. I talk to him every chance I get to. Even when he was in the league, he playing games, but he would still find the time to talk to me on the phone. So I really appreciate him. And then kind of I'm gonna go work out with him like the rest of the time while I'm in Atlanta, because we both gonna be here. So kind of just taking in everything, because he's been in the league for 2 going on 3 years, I think now, and he's been having a successful career so far. So that's kind of a guy I want to look after and have as my mentor as I go on to the next stage.